what is cracking? Welcome to XCOMTB.com's YouTube channel. Let's take a look back at the second round of the 2025 UCI Mountain Bike World Cup in Araxá. The venue was the same as round one last weekend, but with a different course, so let's dive into the action. Jackson and Ronja Blockengo had the best start of the group. Blockengo had a mistake on the route section on lap 1, trying to stay too tight, but she managed to keep the lead with the chasers close behind. The comp here shows us how to ride the tricky route section, go from inside to outside to carry speed out of the section. It was Rizvez though who took to the front and began driving at the pace on lap 3, followed by Maxwell and Lecomte, who exchanged second and third position whilst chasing Jenny. By the end of lap 5, Jenny Rizvez had a gap over the rest of the field and was using her descending seals to recover and then riding some smooth and consistent lap times in the heat. The fight was on for the remaining podium places with a big group still together on lap 6. Riders were making small mistakes on the route section as the fatigue accumulated and concentration began to lapse. The final podium spots were still up to grabs during the final lap, with Evie Richards working her way up through the field after a crash, but clearly with good form having on the short track the day before. Rizvez again showing composure on descent and a dominant ride to gap the rest of the field. Jenny Rizvez of Canyon Collective takes the win by a huge margin, with Sammy Maxwell taking second, and Friday's XCC winner Evie Richards sprinting her way to third, with Jennifer Jackson just behind in fourth. Another incredible weekend for the Decathlon Ford racing team. It looks as though Sammy Maxwell will be one to watch this season. In the elite male race, everyone got away cleanly, and it was the short track winner Chris Blevins who had the best start. We also saw Lucas Schwarzbaum getting involved at the front of the race, and it's great to see Charlie Ulrich on the left of your screen back racing after suffering with the heat and having to withdraw from last weekend's racing. In lap 1, it was Blevins who stayed out front, and his Specialized factory teammates Victor Kreski and Marta Vidari, along with Simon Avendetto, the European champion in hot pursuit. Nino Schurter looked to be struggling after a great performance last weekend and dropped from the lead group down to 23rd by lap 4. Avendetto took the lead on lap 7 and upped the pace, followed closely by Blevins and Vidari. They had a gap of 5 seconds over the chasing group, leaving Koretsky and the others to work to close the gap together. By lap 8, the group had come back and was led by Luke Moyer, who clearly enjoyed the track and threw in some great stees on descents as well. Avendetto and Vidari were the main riders driving the pace on lap 9, but it was Fabio Puntner with a big attack on the final 2 laps, missing the tech feed zone to attack and put himself out in front, opening a gap each lap and leaving the chase group with a lot of work to do. Unfortunately, these brave moves didn't stick and he got swallowed up by the chase group in the final lap. It was Specialized Factory Racing's trio of Christopher Blevins, Victor Kreski and Adrian Boashi who left the rest of the group behind. Boashi attacked on the final climb and led the trio into the final tarmac section, with Blevins then pounced to get the inside lines on the last few corners to leave his teammates. Blevins took the win, followed by Vidari and Boashi, making it Specialized 1, 2, 3 again, making them the team to beat for the rest of this year. A big statement from Blevins, taking the short track win and XCO wins on the same weekend. Looking towards round 3 of the 2025 UCI Mountain Bike World Cup, we head to Europe for the next 8 rounds, starting in Novo Mesto Namovare on the 23rd of May. The course in Novo Mesto should suit a different type of rider than the first 2 rounds in Brazil. We will see more riders take to the start line in Novo Mesto as some have decided to not travel to Brazil in order to keep themselves fresh for the big European block. Could we see Tom Pidcock back between the tape in Novo Mesto and have the Specialized factory riders peak too soon? Head to the World Cup page on our website for all the latest results, standings and news from the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup, link in the description.